territory, dangerous people, unforgiving terrain. The U.S. border with Mexico has it all, but a group of people from central Alabama travel thousands of miles to get there.
Volunteering to dive headfirst into what they call a war zone on a mission. Well, tonight, CBS 42 News reporter Brittany Bivens spent nearly a week with the border keepers of Alabama. Brittany?
Well, Jim, the border is 1,600 miles away, but what happens there hits home. From illegal crossing of people and drugs to an underground economy worth billions. We got to look at it all from the perspective of men who live in our own neighborhoods.
From day,
we're going to be working on keeping people out in the field 24 hours.
To night.
When you hump that, you're going to have to hump it from the north side.
This camp is running on the backup channel.
Anything can happen on the border.
Go faster, right? Who's this car going?
Patriots, vigilantes, heroes, and villains.
You're going to have a team to your west.
They've been called it all. They call themselves the Border Keepers of Alabama, and their goal is to keep drugs and people from illegally crossing into the United States.
Trump talks about building a wall. Well, we're the wall right now.
We traveled over 1,600 miles to a remote stretch of barren land in Arizona's Patagonia Mountains to spend 5 days with 6 Alabama border keepers and more than 40 members of other self-proclaimed patriot organizations.
We're not an assault force. We're not here to arrest anybody. We're here to observe and report.
Watch out for each other.
They are not sanctioned or authorized by the federal government, but in Arizona, we saw them work with Border Patrol agents, running ops or special operations, camping just 2 miles from the border with Mexico. This is a hotbed of illegal activity. Border Patrol agents told me it's controlled by the Sinaloa drug cartel, which pushes through billions of dollars of marijuana, meth, and heroin every year.
Here at camp, it's a secure area. All of the border keepers look out for one another to make sure that this area is safe. But when you leave, it's a very different story. That's why you have to check in with the communications people, make sure they know where you're going. You also have to be outfitted with a bulletproof vest and anything else that you may need out in the field, because there is not the same level of protection.
We found pot.
We saw that firsthand on the operation's first day.
We had a patrol team out and they come across. There must have been some mules carrying them, and they spooked them and they dumped their load.
Roger that, Scorpion Patrol.
They tell us to wait in the truck while they secure and search this area.
We've been here 24 hours and we got to find. Gotta love it.
Here's what they find and turn over to Border Patrol. 5 pounds, a couple $100 worth of marijuana.
We're not really even probably putting a dent in, what the cartels are sending across, but we're setting an example.
The cartel is fighting back, sending spotters, men they pay to hide, wait, watch, and report.
It would be anybody that took the money to do it. It could be somebody that was down on their luck. It could be, one of the cartel members themselves. Spotter's a spotter.
This is one of those spotter spots we're talking about. So here, I'm covered up by all of the brush, but I can see directly down this hill and see everything that's going on at base camp.
Moving ops around keeps them guessing, so just depends on how good they are.
Under cover of night, it's a different story.
We're going to set QRF rally point.
The camp's leaders tell the border keepers not to fire a weapon, but to try to stop people in their tracks and call Border Patrol after they cross the line.
And we came out at night to see exactly what the border fence looks like. You can see there's supposed to be barbed wire that runs along this section, but it is completely missing. That means the only thing protecting this border are these railroad ties. That's it. The barbed wire that's supposed to be here is completely gone.
I thought it might be an occasional border crosser, but it's like a major corridor through here.
Stand by, Ghost. Just past our location.
Tonight, it's quiet. But there's still time left on this op. During our time on the border, we saw just how dangerous it can be, with conditions that took 2 men down during our time there. But the most shocking part, the condition of that border fence itself. We'll give you the closest look you can get in our investigation on the border tomorrow at 10 o'clock only on CBS 42 News. Live in the studio tonight, Brittany Bivens, CBS 42 News.